is up, second cousins? Thank you for joining me, Kyle, on the heels of our loss. The double overtime Orlando Magic loss to the Miami Heat, 125 to 119. And man, whew. I know it's been a few days, but if you can believe it, I watched this game in 3 sittings. That's how much a glutton of pain I am. Okay, but I know some of you sickos out there are as well, or you wouldn't be watching this video after that basketball match, 3 days after it. But hey, we don't have a game until tomorrow, so I thought I'd get on here and talk to you. And please do talk to me back in the comments. I'm all alone. I need somebody. Whew, jeez. That was tough. Magic looked good. After not having the lead early, they took the lead and kind of felt like they were in control of this game until the fourth quarter, which we'll talk about in a second. But yeah, things were going well. The ball was moving. First quarter, I think they had 8 assists on 10 made field goals. Paolo's shots were falling. Franz's shots were falling. Kenny was hitting threes. Tristan da Silva had one play where he had 3 rebounds. I mean, it just felt like things were going our way. But no, they were not. They were not. Bad tidings would be arriving soon. But it felt in control. Even the freaking Heat. I was watching the Heat game for some reason, that stream. I just, why not? I'm going to mix it up. I missed David Steele's Is This Anything? So let me know what that was in the comments. But they were showing more Magic graphics than Heat graphics there for like 3/4 of the game. Felt like I was watching Jeff and David for a second. No, that's sacrilegious. I'm sorry. I take that back. I shouldn't have said that. Jeff and David, I love you. There's no one else. There's no other room in my heart for any other announcers but you. Oh, man. But then, as I said, in the fourth, it fell apart. Missed shots. Just nothing going in. We had a lead. I'm looking here at my notes. We were up by as much as 14 in the fourth quarter. That's with 11:03 to go. Plenty of time in a basketball game, right? We know that. We've come back. Up by 12 with 6:25. Still, we know we've come back from things like this, but we don't want other teams coming back on us because we're supposed to be hanging our hat on defense. And at the end of the game, they were getting everything. They were beating us at our game, getting to the hoop, creating open shots. Bam Adebayo came up big. Khalil Ware had the best Mo Bamba game of his career, right? That's what I mean to say is that's the best game ever what we hoped for with Mo Bamba, right? That kid Khalil Ware looks good. And I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. If not, Heat fans, if you're here, let me know in the comments. Because why can't your announcers pronounce Paolo Banchero? They were saying Paolo Banchero? Come on. But Khalil Ware, holy shit, man. He is good. And I knew he wasn't going to fall to the Magic this year. It was just, there was too many spots. He was going higher. But that's why I wanted Derek Lively last year with that 11 pick. That would have been nice, Jeff. Khalil Ware, 19 points. 7 of 8 from the field. I think he was like perfect going into the fourth. Freaking awesome, man. That was great. Great performance from them. Heat fans, you got to like that. You got to like Khalil Ware. That's looking good, especially next to Bam. I mean, they beat us, as I said, at our own game, being big and getting to the hoop. And then they had some shooters make shots. Bam was huge in that double overtime. Our guys disappeared. And we turned into this perimeter shooting, fadeaway jumping team. I think this exposes some bigger storylines that we've been talking about. And that is primarily we can't shoot the ball. But we need to get into the paint. And when we get into the paint, finish there. So it's a little bit of a chicken and egg situation, though. But because we can't shoot, these teams are stacking the paint. If you looked at the Miami's defense there at the end, I mean, they were sagging off everything. They were just making an arc around that paint. And if our guys can't get in, then we become a three-point shooting team, and that is not us. And we lost the game. And Paolo had a shit game. And we have to be honest about that. Paolo had a crap game. And he's had a few. He's had a few here since he's gotten back. The handle doesn't look as tight. We've been talking about that, you and I, second cousins. Let's see. In the games back, I mean, he shoots 33%, 7 of 21 from beyond the arc. I mean, against Portland, he was 1 of 14. Against Denver, 4 of 16. Some pretty poor performances from Paolo from the field, and also some turnover troubles at times. Look, he knows this. He is that dude. Okay? So do I believe absolutely he's going to get it corrected? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But it's been a little rocky. And I'm sure he knows if he plays better, we win that game. Had a couple lapses, and that's all it takes in the NBA. Because these teams are good. And Miami Heat, they want to beat us badly. They want to rule Florida. Come on. Come on, Orlando. We got to win this one. Do it for the Gipper. Yeah, that was tough. And I can make these jokes now, okay? I can make these jokes because I look like a Ronald McDonald that's been to too many Grateful Dead shows. Or like a budget Carrot Top before he got jacked, okay? So I can make these jokes. But holy shit, the schnoz on Nikola Jovic. Nikola Jovic. Oh, that guy, his olfactories are large. That man, if he goes into a spice shop, he's smelling everything. He needs to be a sommelier or something. That is impressive. It is in the profile, it is majestic, that beak. Good on you. He had a good game too, young player. I remember hearing about him when the Magic were selecting, a couple years ago. And I thought, okay, that's a good pickup for them. He goes 5 of 12, 3 of 8 from beyond the arc. He hit a big 3 towards the end, 7 boards. He's a good player. He's an okay player. But yeah, we just got to play better. We got to play better. We have to get into the paint. I'm tired and finish there. I'm tired of seeing, like Anthony Black it was either Duncan Robinson or Tyler Hero. I get the white men confused. But he got 2 feet in the paint, maybe like 3 or 4 feet from the hoop, and then passed out to a Wendell Carter Jr. 3-point shot. And Mosley, I hope to heck you're telling these young men we need to finish. We are not a shooting team. Maybe the shooting gets better. Okay, yes, I know. Jalen Suggs is going to come back, and if we're playing to the back of the baseball card, some of these guys got to get hot. When we get together, the shooting percentages are going to go up. I'll give you all that, and I hope to heck that happens. I think it will when we get some consistency. But the fact still remains that everyone else sees that we are a the worst team in the league in terms of 3-point percentage, and they're just going to challenge us to beat them from there. So if that's the case, we need to lean harder into our identity that we are going to bully ball you to and through the hoop, because Paolo Banchero will play that way and Franz Wagner will play that way, and we got to have our other guys having that edge, and Jalen Suggs brings that edge. That man has to be careful because he's in and out of the lineup too much. Maybe he needs to take care of a little bit more of himself, because I need him out there. Need that dog out there. Yeah, but hey, we knew this. It'll be interesting to see if anything happens at the trade deadline. We'll talk about that. Peach and I are talking about doing a trade deadline show. We apologize for not being able to get together, but we're going to do that. I don't know. I don't see anything. I don't think it makes sense to do it, but we'll talk about it more when it happens, because we don't want to talk about hypotheticals. But something that was real is when you clicked into this video, you did not see any commercials. Yes, we are monetized, but we said screw commercials. And we hope that earns your like, your subscribe. And if you can, head over to the Patreon. These next few games, though, become big for the Orlando Magic. Let me bring up our schedule here. I hate how the schedule is on ESPN. An aside, as this is coming up, have anyone else's Twitter feeds just get super jacked up today? What is with that? I'm getting a bunch of different sports stuff that I don't normally get, because normally it's just exclusively give me all that Magic content, okay? But I got other sports today, and then I got some political shit coming through now, and I'm like, who did Elon Musk just turn up the dial back there? What did he do? But seriously, that happened to you? Let me know in the comments. It's weird. I've had to mute a bunch of people today. Okay, so we got Portland. This is the going on the road. Portland, Utah, Golden State, Sacramento, Denver, San Antonio. That is the big West Coast loop. And then we're still away. Oh, we have some of these. No, San Antonio's at home. I'm sorry. But those next 5 games are on the road. And those are winnable games. Like it's not must win, of course. That's silly. But just to preserve the dignity of the team and like what this core wants to stand for, they got to come together. And you figure there's these transition periods, and we've had a lot of it through the year, so it's tough to see the consistency and really know and see what this team really is, because I think we know what it is, Magic fans, but everyone else doesn't. And I waited till the very end to do the zoom in. Dang it. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me, Second Cousins. Let me know in the comments, because I do want to reply to all of them and get this conversation going. How are you feeling after that double overtime loss? We got the Portland Trailblazers tomorrow. It's almost like we got to win this game, right? We have to win this game. Talk to you later, everyone. Peace out.